Good morning, everyone. Watching Microsoft this morning. Top watch. $370 on our Microsoft weeklies. $300 of the 480s for Microsoft. All right. I took the Microsoft Junes down to runners. Still have half position on the August. Spy catcher to bounce. What's bouncing? NVIDIA. Holy crap. Odd. I don't really like chasing NVIDIA quite yet. This is where I'd want to be seeing HUD catch a bounce. I don't believe the selling yet, so I'm not going to overreact quite here. I'm cutting my CEG here. Unreal what they did with the oil pump. I think I like watching USO over watching Nvidia. It's either 15 minutes strong, 30 minutes strong, 65 minutes strong. So let's see how a pullback. Let's see how we react to a pullback here, and it might be an opportunity to buy. I like the strength out of HIMS. I love the relative strength in Microsoft. Something. We need to take a closer look at USAR right here. All right, we're getting the breakout confirmation here. We're getting the full breakout confirmation here. Okay. I might just take some profits here, and because I'm kind of far out on this name. If you remember, we bought some last week, so I'm gonna look to take some profits on these July contracts, and I might be looking to roll. Yeah, it's super overbought here. So let's just take the win. Who's chasing this? MP is CRLML. Needham gives a buy signal on MP with no price target. Just buy it. Just buy. Just go buy it. Go buy it. Go buy it right now. No price target. Just up. Oh, that's funny. No price target. I'm working on it. Yeah, all right, Hood. Defend this. This is probably a dramatic back test of that breakout. It pulled back a little bit more than I'd like to see. But it's still defending its bullish EMA. I would prefer we don't backtest all the way to 82, but that's where we can backtest to. Rare metals are taking off. Okay, USA are plans of France expansion. Lat Q, rare metals and alloys. Caretaker stake. Highlights magnet manufacturing focus. Okay. And market likes that. Market like that a lot. We gotta watch like the 5 minute here. Maybe even the 1 minute. With that strength. What I really like is the RVOL is really strong here too. Kind of watching something like this trend line break on Palantir. I kind of want to see the breaks. I want to see the full reclaims of structures. I want to see HIMS over the previous day's high. Above 2733 is a big level here where I start to get really excited about that name. We'll look for the pivot. For Microsoft, I'm going to look for the pivot on the 10-minute. You know, you got this EMA convergence on SPY. It's going to be really hard to overcome that. Really haven't done anything but take profits this morning. I just want to give a reminder on that. Jeez, man. We're still up like 260% on Microsoft here with the runner. And we're up over 200% on our August contracts. I still have notable exposure to Microsoft here. I like what HIMS is doing, man. Let's make sure we set an alert here just in case I get distracted looking at some headline. Because that's what I'm mostly doing right now is watching these dumb headlines. I like this USAR pullback here. The headline's weird. You know what I really don't like is how we reacted to this headline. We really have not reacted like that to, because the headline this morning that led to the pre-market sell-off was that Iran's like stopped all communications with the U.S. in retaliation of what Israel did. You know, I don't have any political comments on that. But what's interesting is the way the market reacted. Keep in mind that all of those headlines have been buys. For like all the dips caused by those headlines for the past several months have been buy the dip moments. It's just that I don't like the CMA convergence on the 15-minute. We haven't reclaimed it. We haven't reclaimed the selling pressure here. We do have, this is interesting from USAR. So this is actually where we could try something here. So I'm going to try, what am I going to try? I'm going to try some 35 calls for June 18th. Let's see if I can get filled on a few of these. I got filled on those. And I'm going to take a tight stop. I like this because it looks like a morning star. So it looks like this could generate a continuation. I will stop it under the prior low here. So breaking 28.66 is a stop for me. It's a nice like a pivot point here. Big thing for me is, yeah, that pulled back right to the 10-minute. 65 minutes still looks healthy. Okay, so I could actually probably be a little bit, I could probably be a little bit more patient with this. In fact, and what I mean by that is I might hold these until we break the 28.50. It's still tight stop. But that's my bullish support there. Depends on how the greater market reacts. Palantir about to, let's watch the 10-minute from Palantir here. I don't have the 10-minute pivot yet, but we are breaking out here. What does that mean? It means I might try it, but I might not take the full sizing. Pullback. Watching the pullback here. Haven't bought it yet. All right, I'm in. I'm not in. I am in. Okay. Well, that was weird. Oh, I didn't buy as many as I wanted. That's fine. We'll call that a starter. We'll look to see. I might add over 162. Shit. I probably do want more. Is a 15-minute turning here? Not yet. Close. I probably should continue to be patient here. It's reacting well though. We're already up nicely on that. Fast. USAR is working. All right, let's push it a new high here, and we can make some. We could be making some decent money. Great profits this morning. You know, would have been better if they did it. Oh my gosh. Oh my word. Look at that. Look at that stream. Look at look, you see that from this is actually from one of our analysts. 1,000% on IBM. What a monster. 1,000% on IBM runner. Wow. Okay, USAR, this is where we're going to take a partial for the quick 20% this morning. We like that. We give thanks to the market. We try to lock one in here. Oh, are we going to be able to do it? I haven't been filled on it. I'll be patient with it. There we go. I got it. You see that? It did get denied at 162. See, I'm glad I was being patient. Watch it, though. Members know the setup. It's on the weekly and then on the daily. You know, I feel like there's some stuff trying to be sneaky here. SMR trying to be sneaky. Let me know if this thing gets over 13 again. Palantir is defending the breakout. SPY's not testing the CMA convergence. So this extended consolidation here at the open makes this really appealing if it could just get the break. Don't necessarily need to wait for the 10-minute turn signal. We'll have to wait for 9 a.m. for the next signal higher. USR backtesting the previous high. We'd like this to hold. Hems firing on the 15 minute. 65 minute strong. 30 minute turning. 15 minute, 30 minute turning. Hems looks good. If you remember from last week for our Hems contracts, we're up 30% here. I'm going to set another partial to sell for 175 for those 32 calls we have. See if they'll come to me up there. I am looking to cut some. I'm looking to take some more risk off, honestly. Like GS getting a recovery here. Actually, the 15 minute looks good. 65 minute needs a turn. It's set up the chop, dude. I mean, it's there, but it's not amazing. I guess I'll leave that position on. It is really small. CRML's back in profits. Looking good. My Microsoft contracts are buck over 300%. So, well, I need to be less furious. If we get this breakout, I'm going to go for a roll. I'm going to buy some weeklies. Why do I have so few? Is this why there's so much resistance up here? Is this the real reason? My Microsoft contracts only go to 485 on the weeklies. The move's too big. Wait, let's look at IBM here. For the weeklies. No, my IBM weeklies go all the way to 450, bro. Bro him. Dude. I don't know why I turned frat out of nowhere. What happened? Oh, I'm looking at Monday contracts. Dude, what the... Let me take another sip of coffee. What's going on? I don't have my webcam on, but if you would have seen me, I picked up an empty cup instead of my actual coffee. All right. I think I am tired. So congrats to members that took this USO setup off the open. I was a little bit more hesitant. The longer term time frames tell me I'm not supposed to be worried about these pullbacks yet. USAR is about to go from green to red. So it needs to defend this right here. I'm going to cut it. Bummer. Well, we did lock in some profits. We got something for it. What was entry? 32. I went ahead and sized down on USAR. They're kind of wrecking the setup here. We did not get our pivot confirmation on the 10-minute for Palantir. Be cautious, guys. I'm still not seeing turn signals, so this selling might not be done. So we'll be patient. For what it's worth, we were pretty extended, like off the open. So even if Microsoft just kind of trades sideways, I mean, as you can see, our bullish EMA is all the way back at like 436. However, being this overbought when we have this type of setup is extremely common. So a major pullback here could just be trying to clear out the weekends before we get a continuation to the gap fill, which is a 477. So, yeah, that's another 14 points higher for us. Another 14 points higher puts me at 450%, 450%. So I kind of want to hold for that idea, especially since the rest of my Microsoft position right here is completely free. I'm feeling like I need to be a little bit more proactive with taking some positions off the board here and really consolidate beliefs. What the fuck is this? Hello? Excuse my language. I'm having some bugs on Thinkorswim, and I'm not a fan. What is with the rugging of premiums right here? Oh, what the fuck is going on? They didn't freeze it. They're rugged. They set up a Palantir. I'm not cutting quite yet because I came in so small, so I can be patient here because I am so small. Oh, what is going on here with I'm having some major Thinkorswim issues, guys. Major Thinkorswim issues. Like I can't send orders. Okay. I cleared the cache and I'm restarting the platform. Unexpected. Come on, dude. Let me back in. Don't lock me out like this. Oh, you. Bad words. Lots of bad words and rapid fire. Just imagine all the bad words. Just a steady stream of bad words like a Tropic Thunder highlight reel. That's what we're doing right now. Unreal. Get your act together, dude. You're worth like $54 billion. I can't log in. I can't do anything. Shouldn't have logged out, I guess. I don't see anything here. I just want it to work. I'm not in any like panicked position here. Cool. No, it's not even. Dude, unreal. I'm doing something I never do and seeing if I can manage from mobile. Nope. Think our swim is completely down. All right, we're back up. We're back up. We're back up. Are we back up? I'm logged in. I'm logged in, and it says I have no accounts. Unreal, dude. Come on. Palantir is a cut, guys. Palantir is a cut. USAR is actually coming back pretty well right here. Well, not much of a live stream this morning, guys. Sorry. We could do is kind of like sit here. I cut Palantir. I saw a partial just went through for SMR. I'm looking to take a partial on HIMS. I'm cleaning up positions with all this nonsense. Although they're not showing as being cleared up at all. But luckily, I have all my trades automated in the Discord, so I could see what actually closes because they show up in the Discord. So I just took a partial on HIMS for 38%. This is wild, guys. I can't see anything in my brokerage, but since I use the Schwab API to post all my trades in the Discord, I can still see that transactions are going through. Wow. Wow. That's the only reason I know I'm actually making money right now. Wild. Wild. Alright, I'm going to try to restart my desktop application and see if I can get this back up and running again. Market's getting pretty weak here. I'm still not like looking to short shit. Nope, still not working. I still can't even log in, dude. Let me log in now. Alright, we're back. We're still in profits here. We actually have decent returns from USAR. Okay, and I closed a lot of stuff. I closed the CRLM. I closed some GS lottos. Looking to take another partial on HEMS here. All right, we're fully back up though. Looks from the looks of it. Are we back up? Dude, what the hell is this? We have a bottom signal on SMCI as it tries to chase NVIDIA. I'm trying to add SMCI July swings. What just happened? Okay, a bunch of orders that wouldn't go through just went through. So I was able to buy some more SMCI. I'm trying to buy a IBM lotto here. I got filled in an IBM lotto for the end of this week, the 350s. I'm trying to buy the dip there, trying to keep it small. Okay, we're starting to get filled here. I did get a partial on HIMS for 41%. Oh, our Oklo calls can come back big time. Oh, and they're trying to. Oklo going for a breakout here. Okay, we're starting to climb over the EMA convergence here. It seems like Thinkorswim is starting to work properly. We're up 12% on IBM here. All right, we might be back, baby. We might be back to normal operations here. Money's rolling in. Money's rolling in despite the bullshit this morning. Holy cow. I just want to play a clip of Tropic Thunder. You know, with the talent manager's on the phone. And he's like, I will come over there and I will F your face. That was about to be me on the phone with Charles Schwab. I might have mismanaged USR just a little frazzled by the technical issues here, but I mean this is clearly setting up a wedge here, and it could get a pop higher. Nice triangle here. Glad we cut the Palantir, although Charles Schwab owes me some money on that one. Don't be nice to your brokerage. Remember, they're your client. All right. When these guys have these dumb issues like this, I'm gonna hound them for every penny that they owe me, for poor exits and everything. They'll do it, and if they don't do it, you threaten to leave or you tell them to lower your fees. If they have fees. If they don't have fees, they're probably not going to do squat, but just don't curse at them or something. You gotta be nice to them about it. We'll talk nice, but be stern. Brutal. Look above and fail from Palantir. If you reclaim basically 160, watch for this to potentially turn to a failed breakdown. And I say that because, you know, these short-term traders, they stop watching these longer-term structures. But this is a major breakout for Palantir, so back test this buy until proven otherwise. Okay, so even at like if we can get back to 150, I'd probably just start buying swings. I need an alert here if IBM gets over 321. Unfortunately, HUD looks like a bear flag this morning. Maybe we are going to pull back to 82 before we get the weekly to fire. When did my contracts expire? My contracts are in July, so I'm not, and I already took good profits last week, so I'm actually not going to over manage that position here. That would be the worst thing I could do here. All right, let's get NVIDIA back up here again. So NVIDIA looking good here. It looks like the wedge on USAR has just clarified itself. We got 3 touches now, clean touches. Every time frame bullish on USAR. Good R vol. Dude. Come on, Microsoft. You want an explosive move through here, dude. I feel like I've spent all morning staring at this thing. Just itching to buy some weeklies. I still don't have the bottom signal on the 10-minute, man. I still don't have it. Let's set an alert on HUD here. Oh, 21% on IBM here. Just chilling. What a slow morning, man. All right, guys, it's 9:35. Time is moving at a snail's pace, just like the market. But we're going to go ahead and pivot to hanging out in the Discord with all the other traders at NBT. So if you want to level up, even on a shit morning like this, 300% on Microsoft, 1,000% on IBM. Nice win on USAR. Didn't take any losses there. We did have to stop out the Palantir, but a lot of that was the issue on Thinkorswim, not us. We're making some profits on SMR as well. Great profits on the day overall, honestly. Great profits. You know, there's really not too much to complain about except how incompetent Charles Schwab was this morning. So we cleaned up the portfolio nicely into our high convictions. Just be mindful that this pullback on the market is definitely not, I mean, actually look at QQQ leading the way here back to the upside. So oil is kind of rallying a little bit. It's causing some concerns in the market. Remember that the sell-offs from the geopolitical headlines have been great by the dip moments. The upcoming SpaceX IPO might be causing some hesitation. And that would be the real reason. That would be the real reason, okay? So keep that in mind. You know, most of the people on X and stuff right now are complaining about getting whiplashed by headlines and stuff because they don't know how to follow price, right? Because they're stupid, okay? So if you want to be counting profits instead of complaining on the internet, then you need to learn that price is king and everything else is bullshit. So don't listen to losers who don't make money. You know, pessimists, get them out of your life. They're completely useless. Economists that like to sound smart but don't make money. Who cares? Who cares? I'm not here to sound smart. I'm here to count profits. All right? So time to level up. Trade with the pros. Check out the link in the bio. And God bless.